all so much for coming out to Malvern Books. Welcome to our store. We are super excited for the launch of Ask Baba Yaga that you are all here for. A round of applause for Baba Yaga. It is such an honor to welcome our guest. She's a fantastic friend of the store and a fabulous reader, and I'm sure you're all going to be absolutely stunned with what she has to present today. And without further ado, I will introduce her. Taisia Kitaiskaia was born in Russia and raised in America. She is also the author of Literary Witches, a celebration of magical women writers, illustrated by Katy Horan. Her poetry has been published widely. Baba Yaga lives deep in a treacherous wood. Taisia lives in Austin, Texas.
Oh my gosh. You guys, this is such a delight for me. You all look great. I'm hoping you're feeling pumped up by the 6 Slavic beats that we're just playing. Thank you, Malvern. You've been such a good friend to my family and to Austin. And I'm so excited to share Baba Yaga's wisdom with you. If you're not familiar, Baba Yaga is an old witch who lives in a chicken-legged hut in the woods, and she's a major recurring character in Slavic folklore. And as a little child in Russia, I grew up with imagery of her and fairy tales about her, and I could really feel her presence in the woods where my family summered. And happily, when we moved to America when I was 5, I felt her there as well. So she's always kind of lurking on the periphery of things. And my fondest hope is that she'll come to haunt you as well. She's a great companion. She's a lot of fun. Unfortunately, she couldn't be here today. I tried to reason with her. I was like, look, Baba, I know I'm just like your intern or your agent at best, but it's just like really hard to publish a book, and I just think people would like to meet you. And then she made a sound. I was kind of like, I wasn't all that surprised when I woke up this morning and I saw a mysterious basket of eggs on my porch. And there was a note from Baba on there. Here's what Baba says. You think because I am the Baba, I will come running like a jolly swine to be leered at by your mortals, those slugs with their eyeballs all milky and damp as a rag. You've learned nothing. Tonight, I'll do the bits I like to do, and you and your little toasty strudels can slobber away. But take these egg-leaves that my hut produced this morning. They are fresh. Love, Baba. So I guess her hut kind of popped these out. So more on those later. But it's kind of a classic Baba to like insult and humiliate you and then give you a gift. It's magical and like solve all your problems. And that's kind of what this book is like. So yeah, okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to share 6 pieces, 3 from this book and 3 that have been submitted for this very reading. And I'll start with a new one. And actually, Baba's not here, and we can't really summon her because she's not like at our beck and call. But I was hoping we could give her a shout out. And this is gonna be hard for all of us. It's especially gonna be hard for Baba because this is so American and we're gonna have to mispronounce her name. But here's what I want us to do, okay? When I say Baba, you say Yaga. Baba.
Yaga.
Baba.
Yaga.
Woo. Baba's like in her mortar and pestle right now, like. She loves the attention. She's a ham. Okay, that's appropriate. Here's a question that I think we've all wondered at times. Dear Baba Yaga, my cat seems to know exactly where to be and what to do at all times. He is never wrong. Is it possible for me to gain such wisdom as a human being? Here's what Baba says. Your cat is luxurious, sleek and thick with self-absorption. This is why he is never wrong. He is a fat arrow with a single target. You are fractured, split up into little bits, wanting this, wanting that, loving peoples and things other than yourself. So you stumble and don't know where to place your paw. Want one thing at a time. Can you do that? Okay, and then, so in this book, there are 3 sections. One is called Love Cauldrons, Questions of Love and Romance. And I will share one from here. Oh, first I'd like to distribute some eggs. Now, I don't know what's in here. It could be like blood or like little pieces of human skin. For that reason, I would prefer that you open them at home. Because if there's like a curse or a demon in it, that's your problem, not mine. Here you are. If you dare. Oh, good sir. Okay. Yeah, so this is a love question. Dear Baba Yaga, my best friend just got engaged, and all I can do is weep. Left alone as the last of the single ladies in my circle of friends. How do I suck it up, move on, and be happy for her, when all I do is fear I will die alone, eaten by squirrels and badgers in the wilderness? How do I find my own happiness along the way? Here's what, what I would say is like, if, my friend told me this, I would say, you're so great. Look at you, like you're gonna find somebody tomorrow. Here's what Baba says. Everyone dies alone in their own cauldron. Your death will be no more or less gruesome than any others. And happiness is a thing that passes through you, not a thing you meet and hold in your deathly grip forever afterwards. You are afraid of being the last at a party without the others, but the others have gone on into a wood they do not understand. It is the same wood you stand in weeping, and the trees look at all of you the same and say nothing. Okay, this next question, also written for this event, is a parenting question. So this goes out to all the parents in the room. Dear Baba Yaga, my small child wants to watch the same obnoxious kids' TV show over and over and is driving my husband and I crazy. How can I get her to watch something else, preferably something with good character design and quality animation? Okay, Baba says, last night I stole a baby owl from its nest, sat it down on the kitchen table, and serenaded it with my cat-tongued balalaika. It shut its beautiful eyes and convulsed its feathers. In the silence afterward, the owl heard my clock tick-tocking and swayed happily to this drably music. What can I say to such a simple creature? In the beginning, what we love most is as unadorned as the beating of our blood. As your baby owl acquires exquisite wings in the matchless hearing of a hunter, she will find stranger mice moving in the dark. So, a lot of times Baba just preaches clarity and acceptance. I had a baby owl. What can be said? Okay. The second question from the book is from a section called Good in Your Bones, which is matters of self-esteem, identity, feeling good in your own skin. Who are you? That kind of stuff. Dear Baba Yaga, I think I'd be happier if I weren't so cynical. But when I try to adopt a sunnier outlook, it feels disingenuous. How do I approach life positively while being true to my darker self? Baba Yaga says, the sun is a miracle of heat and light. Be curious about this. The moon is Earth's constant companion, a shadowy thought which Earth keeps thinking. This dark body follows us eternal. But sun is much greater, it places Earth. To be sunny is not to sew yourself a gold, cold garment. It is to know the sun's necessity for our living. Do not fret, the moon will never leave you. Okay. Sometimes she can be quite kind. And that's the whole thing. You never, in the fairy tales, you know, some lovely young lost person would show up at her hut, and then the chicken hut will kind of move around and turn around, and then Baba will be there, and then she'll say, "What do you want?" And the youth will say, like, "Oh," and then Baba will put them through, you know, all these trials and tribulations. She'll have them clean her house. She'll have them cook her a feast. She'll try to eat them. But if the person kind of has their wits about them, they're not a fool, usually she'll grant their wish. Okay, this question, oh no, I need to give out more eggs. I'm gonna do a pass it back thing this time. You can take it. All right, this is in the forest path section, which is about work, purpose, direction. She really covers it all. Dear Baba Yaga, I am so fearful about work and money. Please help. I referenced this answer many times in my own life. Baba Yaga says, each forager is a question mark, tail dipped always in the river of hunger. The river is endless and loud, and if you listen too hard, you'll drown. Look where you are for your berries and fish, then go to sleep. Okay, I will end with this other question submitted for this event. I love this question, and Baba did too, because she really had a ball. So settle in. Dear Baba Yaga, what's a good way for a happy, independent woman to celebrate turning 40? And sometimes, you know, you saw like Baba can just clarify a situation, and sometimes she has directions, so she actually provides a spell here. Baba says, how many pots do you have? Bake a fish in each. How many lizards do you have? You need one for every one of your years. What is the spell you have prepared? You have prepared nothing. Here's the spell. Okay, you guys pay attention, because you may turn 40 or you may turn another age. I think this would apply. Alone, light a fire and pour a goblet. See in your mind a flexible twig. The life keeps bending and twisting, but never breaking. That is you. Put this twig into the circular river that goes all around the world to the hot waters and the coldest. See the twig of yourself arrive on your banks, sparkling and greener. Feed this twig to a bear, he will spit it out, even greener. Rock this twig in your arms like a baby, till it is green as still and crying out. You grow tired of this crying. Throw the twig into the fire. Watch cozy at the fire as your twig self burns. Grin a little. From the fire emerges a green fairy. Whirls around your head, irritating insect. Pop the insect into your maw. No need to chew. Very warm by the fire now. With your goblet in hand, say to yourself, to 10,000 more years of life in this body and other bodies. Say it again. Drink your goblet down. If I may, before I go, guys came today. I hold in my hand Glittery Witches. Which is my book with Katy Horan, the brilliant artist and illustrator. So this comes out in like a week and a half on October 10th. And then an exact month on October 29th, we're having a Halloween party to celebrate this book at Book People. There will be tarot readings by Typewriter Tarot. There will be wine. We encourage you to dress up as a witch or your favorite writer, and if you do so, you might win a free copy of this book. Did I neglect to say what this is about? This is about, this is portraits in art and text of 30 female writers across time, space, and cultures that we have reimagined as witches, because we all know who writers really are. These are the good ones. So we're so proud of this book. We really hope this will help people discover and rediscover genius writers. And I hope to see you there. And for now, I think I'll be at that table with all the books. I would like you to take an egg when you come up there if you wish. And this will also be up there so you can take a sneak peek. Thank you so much. This has been so fun.